got us this team 2 together with Chill Pills on the ready on that Unholy Death. And I do like that set, looks so good. Skulls McGee over here, looks fantastic. I feel like that should be a Blood DK set. We got Diamond over here as a also a Death Knight. Actually, quite fitting with it being all red and fiery. Sniper shot the opener. Changed him immediately, got himself a full opener onto Noble, but that sniper shot long distance. Mortal Core sent in as Noble got himself walled together with a dart pack. Got him some pretty big slams onto Change though with all the pets available. Trying to go for a big old tyrant. Gonna get knocked back though. It's gonna be another aim shot. Trying to see if he can just DPS race down Noble. I don't know if he can be able to though. Does get him some pretty big defense. Noble can't go anywhere. Kill shot at the ready. He's just backing up out of there. Oh. I don't even know what happened. I think Noble may be lagging a little bit. Chillpills trying to see if he can go for a bit of a grip onto Change, surrounding him with the army of dead. With a stun to follow the man, can't really go anywhere right now. Just kind of in a bit of trouble as another set of army. The A-bomb joined in with all these ghouls and scoundrels. All the undeads. Change lets him go for feign death. The man is just kind of walking away. But I think it's over, yeah. Not much you could do in that situation. Wall for Whisk, got himself the Guardian Spirits of Chillpills, got himself full army of the dead, joining back in with the Gargoyle, or rather the Valkyrie. It is going to be counter-attack totem. Chillpills definitely going to want to focus down on that very, very quickly because all the spells and all the damage he's doing to the Shaman, he's just going to get reflected and transferred back to him. Whisk trying to see if he can maybe go for big Elibas. Instead going to go for Light Lasso. Lower, just holding down Chillpills for a second here. Looks like Chillpills' main ghoul. I thought it was dead, but looks like it is still alive right now. It looked like it was down for the count for a second there. Whisk got himself the Ghost Raptors at the ready, or Ghost Wolves rather. I'm so used to people playing Ghost Raptors for Shamans. Gonna be a Sunder on to Chills. Whisk Kasha trying to see if he can find himself a much better angle versus him. AMS right now for Chillpills. Got himself a lot of cover for the magic damage. Big execute onto the Shaman. The execute damage. As he's able to put in the pressure to get himself blowing up, and then have him go just pop. Man, that is rough. Gonna be Infectic up next, which is Shield walking into this one with not a lot of health. Did have himself an empowered Death Strike after slaying the Shaman. So he's able to at least get himself a little bit of healing off of the Infectic. Infectic got himself AMS, trying to see if he can charge it towards Chillpills. Army of the Dead joins in. Chillpills has got to be very, very careful with the army. It's going to be a lot of pressure, trying to see if he can maybe line aside the pets and see if he can escape them. If he can limit some of the pet damage, the physical damage, as well as the magic damage from the mages, he'll be in a golden spot. As long as he can avoid Infectic and the pets, he may be okay. He does need to buy himself a little bit of time though. As Infectic walking this one, got himself the Gargoyle, trying to find a better angle versus Chillpills. Maybe if Chillpills is talented into like control undead, maybe he could somehow. I highly doubt he's talented into it, but I think for this matchup it would want to be, so you can potentially just steal his Gargoyle. How useful would that be? Just turn his pets against him. Armor of the Dead for Chillpills. In fact, he's gonna have to play this very, very carefully. It is gonna be a transformation for Chillpills as he gets in with a bit of a silence. Does have big defenses already. In fact, he's trying to see if he can deny the damage of these pets the best possible. Blind to all these pets. Got himself a little bit of recovery. He's gonna sacrifice his main goal to try to summon a new one, but Chillpills got himself even more pressure. In fact, he's not doing super good right now. Got himself a dome down, trying to use it a bit defensively. He's gonna go for the Death Pact as he has no health whatsoever. Chillpills trying to see if he can take it down to see how the big execute right now. He bows to him. Oh, as the execute pops. The bow on that execute, well done. If only it would have been like a big one-shotter there. That is well done. It's kind of may seem like BM, but I don't think it was trying to BM him or anything. Chicago walking in, kind of letting Chillpills get a couple of death strikes. Chillpills, I think, trying to do damage, letting the army happen. Chillpills definitely going to need an AMS for this one. Going to be that totem, trying to see if he can move Chillpills around the corner. Chicago is going to go for the root on all these pets, trying to see if he can reduce a lot of the pressure. Chillpills realizes that he actually has a pretty good advantage over Chicago. Definitely needs to push it on the offensive. Chicago with a big ascendance, but there's less than Chillpills to deal with. IBF as well as AMS. Oh, but the light imposes the zaps. Oh, that just... The thunder builds up from Chicago, just transfers over to Too Broken right after. Big LMS Too Broken does end up walling himself at the right time. Big aim shots for Too Broken, trying to see if he can maximize damage. He's going for acceleration. Did end up trying to go for rapid fire. Did not get to really complete himself proper rapid fire. Chicago getting him with a silence as well as a slow, as well as command poison burning through him with a sniper shot by Too Broken. Chicago trying to deal with the rapid fire as best as possible. As long as they have some survivability, they will be mostly okay. Too Broken got himself getting another aim shot. Needs to get Chicago low enough for that kill shot. Does he have a knockback here? A knockback would be very, very useful. Volley to follow. Does get himself a little bit extra damage with it. Feign death camera right after. No flame check on the guy. Maybe he can go for an opener. If he has himself a sniper shot, he could have himself a proper go. Sniper shot, rapid fire, everything. You will need all of it in order to be able to get a good opener on Chicago. I don't know if he's got a steel trap, freezing trap, big Elo blast by Chicago into a silence that eventually is going to hit you either way. The big storm strikes onto broken. Got himself a freezing trap. Does have a feign death coming back up. If you could do feign death camo, maybe? Feign death? Do you have a camo? Oh, the elemental blast right around the corner would not let him escape unscathed. My goodness. With Diamond going to be up next. Got himself a full invis as a fire mage this time around. So Chicago, I think should be able to, I can't tell if Chicago's going to have an easy time against a fire mage or a harder time. Because on one hand, when they pop combustion, it's all instant cast. And I think you can no longer dispel combustion, can ya? I don't think you can. So for Chicago, this could be pretty bad. If you can maybe land a good interrupt with Diamond, maybe it'll be a good spot, but it's going to be kind of rough. Going to be static totem. Got the shot, but the mage at least chopped up a little bit. Can at least try to see if he can purge him, clean him off his buffs. Big breath, combustion at the ready. Chicago does have a wall for this one. Guardian Mania to be used right now. Try to see if he can maybe utilize the healing in order to utilize Guardian as well as the grounding totem in order to give himself as much survivability as possible. Cannot remove the combustion at all though from Diamond, but he's getting a lot of value from it. Fire Blast still flying in on Chicago. Last is going to have himself a blink available. Chicago does end up using Guardian. Is also going to be a battle master get the full off, and that's going to be Diamond just blasting him out, singeing him down, extinguishing the flame of life that is Chicago. Airless going in with a Shadow Strike. Actually, Shadow Step cheap shot is going to go for the trick and try to see if he can deny Diamond any kind of escape. Try to see if he can end the duel there. Does go in for the kick, but ends up rocking a pre-med. Diamond does go for the full ice block. She should be able to help him recover. Not happy with having a rogue be on his back the entire time though, as Airless does dip back into stealth. Sap on the Diamond. He knows there's going to be a blink all the time, but they're ready for Diamond too, so actually in a good spot. Airless trying to see if he can stay up above in order to catch Diamond, trying to make sure he gets a proper opener. Breath avoids it somehow. I have no idea how you were able to deny the breath. Shadow Step around the corner. Yet another Shadow Strike back to back. Secret technique finish it off with the Cauterites. Diamond, unless he got himself a big defense or maybe a shield, anything at all. Oh, it does go down. And Airless does get himself a quick slice and dice. Stone, last one left over for the team too. Ready to go versus Airless. Airless walking into this one with some defenses in the ready. Once you get Stone and Honor duel here, look at the two just kind of walking towards one another. Airless walking in, no Shadow Blades, no Cloak of Shadows, no Vanish, no problem. Quick bow to Stone, also goes for a bow. I am a big fan of this honorable bow right here. Before the duel even begins, Airless Shadow Striking around the corner, kidney shot out of the bat. Secret technique, Stone does go in for a wall, trying to dampen as much of the secret technique as possible. A quick cheap shot by Airless, stun around the corner. No way out for this one. Maybe surprise and cheat death is the only thing that's gonna keep her alive here. Disarm. Oh, there goes the cheat death. Oh, Stone saw the opportunity. He saw that Airless is up in the air. He just shrinking it. He went for tricking his son just to slam him out of the park. My goodness, that was rough. Oh, that was rough.